kids are one step closer to eligibility for COVID-19 inoculation. The FDA advisory panel has voted in support of emergency use authorization of the Pfizer vaccine for kids between the ages of 5 to 11.
And here to discuss is President of the American Academy of Pediatrics, Dr. Savio Beers. Welcome, Dr. Beers. Thank you for being with us. So if you could explain for us what's next in the process and how soon could parents expect to see their children under 12 getting vaccinated?
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you so much for having me here today. As you pointed out, the advisory panel for the FDA voted that the vaccine, the COVID vaccine for children ages 5 to 11 was safe and effective. So the next steps are that for the FDA to take action and make a decision about authorization, which, that seems very encouraging. All signs are that that will happen. And then next week, the CDC will take a look at the data and the recommendations from the FDA, and they'll make some recommendations about who's eligible for the vaccine. And again, just like with the FDA, there's an independent advisory panel. They'll review everything and they'll make their recommendations to the CDC, who will make their recommendations as well. So, if all goes well and each step along the way with each age group for whom the vaccine's been authorized, everything has gone as expected. So if all goes well, by middle of next week, actually, we should have a vaccine for children ages 5 to 11 that's authorized and recommended.
Well, Dr. Beers, you mentioned they're going to decide kind of who's eligible, and some talk about limiting it to kids who are in a high-risk group. I guess that conversation is worth having, but any chance it could be limited when we get the recommendations?
Well, I think that's what the CDC advisory group is really all about. I think when the FDA presented their data, they were really clear that they believed that the benefit of the vaccine outweighed the risk for all children, but also this is it's a very rigorous process, and it's rigorous for a reason. And so we'll let the FDA, or the CDC rather, take a look at the data and make their recommendations. But we really do expect the vaccine to be available for all children as early as next week.
All right. Well, that's exciting news for a lot of parents, but there are obviously some parents who feel differently. How confident are you, based on conversations you've had, that enough parents will choose to get their younger children vaccinated?
Yeah, this is a really important question. I think when we look at the surveys, it looks like about a third of parents they've had all their questions answered. They really are ready to go. There's about another third of parents who are, they just want to know a little bit more. They want to have a bit more information. And so for those parents, we want to make sure that their pediatricians are available to them, that there's medical experts available to them who can help sort of sift through all the information that's out there, some of which is good, some of which is not. And then there's about a third of parents who aren't quite ready to make that decision, but also I think it's just important to continue to be sharing good and accurate information so everybody can make the best decision for themselves and their child.
All right, Dr. Beers, what are you going to be for Halloween?
My family and I are actually going to watch Simone Biles, so we're really excited about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was turning to a Halloween question here. Look, parents know now. We've adjusted to know how to stay separated, not big groups, and know how to wear masks. But is there anything extra outside of what, at this point, we kind of become accustomed to doing that people need to know and parents need to know going into trick-or-treating this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's really all the same stuff. And actually, this is such a great time for kids to go out and have fun together. Most Halloween activities are outside, which we know, really decreases the risk. Lots of costumes have masks anyway, so that's a great thing as well. And so I think it's a time for parents and families and communities to think about how we can really celebrate our kids and help them have fun. Staying in smaller groups is always going to be best. Making sure that if you are in larger groups or inside, that you're wearing masks and taking the other precautions as appropriate, and then all the usual Halloween precautions, making sure we're supervising kids, watching out for traffic, making sure that they're in costumes where people can see them, so that they're not kind of fading into the dark. So.
Yeah, all the basic 411 that we remember as kids, and we're passing along to our children as well. President of the American Academy of Pediatrics, Dr. Savio Beers. Enjoy Simone Biles this weekend. I'm actually very jealous. That sounds like a really fun weekend.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here. to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.